Hello everyone, I'm your host Benjamin and I especially welcome you to another exciting video tutorial lessons with BlabenSolutions. So if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, I kindly encourage you to hit on the subscribe button and also make sure to check the bell icon to all so you don't miss any of my future videos. If you are out here and you love what I do, I will urge you to give this video a like. By so doing, it tells the algorithm to push my videos to a lot of new people that are out here on the platform. So if you do this for me, I will greatly appreciate it. So today I will be taking you through step by step with no step skip on how to create this awesome funeral poster. So without any further ado, why don't you come along with me into the world of Photoshop and let's make this a reality. Alright guys, so welcome back from that short break, and in front of you you could see these are the resource files that I'll be using. This lady is actually a close friend of mine. She was my classmate, and so sad to hear the news that she had passed on. May her soul rest in perfect peace. So to begin with the video, I have these files, and I have some text files that I received from the family, and so let's quickly move on to Photoshop. So it is the same text files that I've already aligned them in here, so I will just need to just copy and paste them to the working document that we'll be doing. So first of all, let's create a working space by coming to File and let's click on New, and let's give this a name. So funeral poster, and I'll be choosing print in order to use the A3 size here, 11.7 by 16.5. So that is the size for the inches as well. So in here, the RGB color, we'll be printing this, so it is best recommended that you choose CMYK. But this is a lesson, this is a tutorial lesson, so I'm not going to use CMYK. I'm going to use RGB color mode. So since everything is perfect in here, I'm just going to say let's create this. Right, good. So one other thing that I should have done that I didn't do is I don't want this in portrait mode. I want it in a landscape mode. So let's quickly come on to the image tab here, and let's choose image rotation, and let's click on 90 degrees counterclockwise. All right, so there you have it. And so as we always do, first of all, the first thing we need to do is to quickly work on the background. So in here, I'm going to work it on a white background, but I have some other resource files that I would want to bring on board, so it makes the design more appealing to the eye. So quickly, I have these file. So welcome back. As you can see, these are the files that I would use in creating the background. So let me turn off the layers of this guys, and let me focus on this guy as well. So what I'll be doing is to first of all place this guy up here, but let me Control T and let me scale this. I would want to duplicate this guy, Control J, and maybe desaturate this. So let me convert this to a raster layer, and maybe we can just desaturate this, or better still, turn this to black and white. So let's add this adjustment to black and white. We're only adding this to the layer, not all the layers that we've got in here. So that is that for this guy. So I'm going to be adding a vector mask to this guy, and maybe we will be cleaning some portions off and leaving some portions. So with our brush tool selected, we can increase the size of this by hitting the square, close square bracket, on our keyboard and use the open square bracket to reduce the size of it. So let me quickly work on this, and I'll just get back to you guys shortly. So that was it for the first background, and with the second image that I have here, I would want to rotate this to the other side. So Control T to transform it. Right click on this and let's choose, let's say, flip horizontal. So we have the cursor moving to this side of the image or the background. So let's increase the size of this guy over here, and we can push him up here a bit. So we can better still add a vector mask layer to this, and with our brush tool selected, we can just wipe portions that we don't need in here. So continuing, I'm going to bring back the visibility of this nice looking kente cloth, and I'm just going to rotate this to vertical, so this way looks okay for me, and I'm just going to be placing this guy over here this way, and I'll actually be duplicating this. So let me make it small, so we I'm not making it small, but something this way looks nice. Control J to duplicate this and drag this guy beneath here this way, right? Good. So we can actually group these guys, or maybe better still mesh them by hitting the Control E on your keyboard to do that. But before, let me undo this, and let me add a vector mask to this guy and wipe some portions that I don't need off, right? Because it has taken a bigger side of here, and that is not good, because when we are typing, we would have or will encounter issues with that. So let me wipe this portion off. Sorry, I'm actually wiping the wrong portion. So let me take this guy off, and all right, and let me do same for this guy as well. All right, so now that we have this done, I can now merge these guys together, and I can push them back well as well, and I want us to have that feel of the Ghanaian culture, that is the kente feel over here. So I can actually duplicate this guy, Control J, and bring it to the other portion of the background. So let's reduce the opacity of this guys a bit. It's too bright, so maybe reducing the opacity makes it well look nice. Okay, so I think 77 is okay. It is not that too good, but well, I think we'll work with this for now, and we have our background set now, and we can keep the ball rolling. So now the next thing that I would want to do is to quickly bring in the image of the deceased, sorry, and this is the image. So there's two images. I'm going to just drag this. So I'm actually going to be placing this image over here, and this images should be on top of the kente. So I'll be needing two of this image, this actual image, and I'll be placing one here in a rounded circular object, and I'll be placing one at the background up here. So let me quickly duplicate this by hitting Control J on the keyboard, and let me turn the visibility of this guy off. So let me quickly push this layer down and place it among the background layers. All right, so now that we have this looking nice in here, I'm just going to reduce the size, and we just do this way, and I'm going to be putting this here this way. So I'll be reducing the opacity to something small. Yeah, so maybe I can still increase the size. All right, so this is okay. It's okay, and add a vector mask to this and wipe the downwards portion away. So that is it for the background. So we are all set with the background, and coming up here, you realize that with this image, if I'm to zoom in, realize that the edges of the image looks a bit black, as in when I was taking or cropping the object out of the background, I had this final look, but it doesn't look professional, it doesn't look nice. So I'm going to work on that. So I'll be adding a vector mask layer to this, and with my brush to the size decrease to something small, I will work on removing the edges. So I'm quickly going to do that, and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Alright guys, so welcome back from that, and it's not too looking so perfect, but well, professionally you don't need to leave any marks by the edges of the object or the image. So quickly I'll be wiping this portion off. So with my vector layer, vector mask added to the layer, let's choose a brush to increase the size of the brush, and we can now wipe this downwards portion off. So basically we don't need this portion. So if you're done wiping it off, we can just hit on the Control T to transform it, scale it something this way. Let me bring in this. So I'll be placing this, I'll actually be placing the next here. So let me hit enter, and I'll be adding an ellipse tool to this. So with my shift key held, I'm just going to click and drag this to get a proportionate size that I think I like. So I had to create this ellipse tool because I needed a placeholder that will need or take in the image that I'll be clip masking to the rounded swirl over here. So I'm actually going to change this color to something adorable or appealing, or that matches with the color of what I'm doing, and I think this works best. So I'm going to actually group these guys, Control G, and I'm going to say sub image. Right, good. So Control T, and let's transform this to something small, not that small, something this way, and I'm going to be placing it here. So the other secondary image will be placed in here as this. All right, so let's then turn this layer on, and I'm going to be placing this inside the sub image. So hold, let's click this layer, right click on it, and let's say create clipping mask. Control T to transform, and hold your Alt key, click, and let's drag this. We are holding the Alt key because we don't want to lose or distort the image. So let's do that again until we get this fitted in right well for us. Alright, so I think I like this. I'll go with this, and there you have it. This looks very nice. Good. So now that we have this done, now let's move our focus to typing or text. So in here I'm going to be typing painful exit, and I'm going to be using a font by name Citation. So I actually don't like this color. I don't know why I keep getting this pink color. Okay, so I think this works okay. So and my font style will be Citation, that's CIT. I should have this font. Alright, so that's Citation for you. Quickly, let's continue with the text. So I have my other text over here, so I'm just going to hold and drag this guys over here. So I actually don't need to be typing this guys again. So the next thing I would want to do is now move on to writing the name, and I need to create a rectangle tool so it fits or holds the name that I'll be writing in here. So I'm actually then I'll be applying a gradient border to it. But before, I need to take this layer behind the image layer. So, well, okay, so I am going to add a gradient overlay to this guy. So let's come to the add layer style and let's choose gradient overlay, and oh wow, I think this looks nice. So because it blends even with this, so I'm just going to should I do something, okay, so I think I will go with this guy over here, but sorry, let me, can I, okay, so that's it. So let's see if I choose radar and see if it works nice, then we can go with radar. Oh, wait, hey, what happened? Oh, okay, so just hold to drag this in it. All right, so I think this looks very nice, and I'll actually go with this guy over here. Now let's try to push this up a bit, or maybe let's maintain it as it is here. And quickly, let's write the name. I'll be applying a gradient layer overlay to this text, and maybe change the font of this to a nice, stylish font, you know. So let me quickly do that. So Amarillo. Alright, so Juliet. Control T to scale this. Julia. Alright. Then maybe change this to bold, and increase the size as well. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, so Mama Julie Akuteka, and as I said, I'll be applying a gradient overlay to this. So let's do gradient overlay, and let me say I need a gold gradient overlay, a gold one, a gold. So I would want to select till maybe I get something that looks nice. Then maybe we can just go with that as well. You know, yeah. Any nice font that looks well. So I think I'm going to go with this gradient overlay. Okay, and there you have it. I am actually not filling this font. I have this font over here by name Helvetica. Good. So I think I would go with Helvetica, and maybe use that of this size. Okay, so we realize Juliet is not being visible enough. So let's add a stroke to Juliet, a white stroke. Or maybe a golden stroke would do. A golden stroke would be nice. Yeah. Alright, so a golden stroke. Let me increase the size to something adorable. That is it for the name. And I have some other text that I would want to feature beneath the name. So this has to do with let me duplicate this and change the font style to lemon milk. Lemon milk. Okay, so we'll be reducing the size to something small. All right, so guys, this is actually taking most of the time, so I would want to quickly do the typing and skip this part, so I will get back to you guys shortly once I'm done. All right, so see you. All right guys, so welcome back from that short break. So to continue, I would want to bring in this guy over here, this will hold the age. So I'm going to put the age over here. So the age is 38. So I'm actually going to go with this. So 38, and we put it this guy over here. So I'm actually going to copy the color, the gradient overlay by right clicking on the layer, hit on copy, and let's apply that to this. So let's say paste layer. Good. So I'm actually going to put down the year that she was born and the year that she passed on. So with our pen tool selected, we can actually come over here and click this way. But before, let's create a new layer on top of this. So we can click in here and click over here, and let's hold. As when you click the second, just click and hold, and we have this looking nice edge. Hit on, then let's take this guy off, and we can. So with our type layer selected, or with our type 2 selected, we can just click in here and we can type anything. So let me say, so it's actually from 1983 to 1. So we can't see anything over here because the size, I think the size is the size big or small? Wow. So let me quickly drag this. All right, so there you have it, there you have it. I'm dragging this guy over here. Then maybe I can increase the size, the font size. So I can quickly select my move tool and I can drag this guy down here this way. All right, so there you have it. So I have my age here, and let me duplicate this guy and maybe say age, right? So AG. So the next thing that is left is I'm just going to do, or put down the funeral arrangement and the activities that follows, and maybe details of the family members over here. So if I make any changes, I'll quickly alert you and make you aware of what I did and how I did that. So I'm going to fast forward this portion and be sure that I'll be with you soon. Alright guys, so welcome back, and so what I did was I had to first of all add a vector mask to this rectangle tool behind here. I had to wipe some portions of this part off and that of this part also off, and I had to bring in the text and arrange this text as you can see it here. I added all friends and sympathizers are cordially invited, and that is it guys. This brings us to the end of today's video tutorial. If you find this video interesting, I believe you know what to do, and without having anything more to say, make sure to join me once again as I take you through another step-by-step process on how to create the invitation card for this funeral poster. Let's try as much as possible to keep this video. Let's keep it interactive. In the comment section below, do all to leave your thought, share ideas. If you think this video deserves a thumbs up, make sure to give us a like, and let's share ideas in the comment box below. So until I come away next time, it is still BlabenSolutions, and I'm out.